you know, when you have 2 decades later. And they're actually using the greatest animation staff in history, so there is a lot of great animation to be looking forward to in this movie. And they're using I can't remember their names because there's a lot of names and I keep getting mixed up, but they're using, if you've seen Path to Power, that was the most recent movie I say that could have been canon. It was a Dragon Ball movie. It was based around Goku defeating the Red Ribbon Army and basically going on a path to power, as explained in the movie title. That is definitely by far the most realistic Dragon Ball movie or Dragon Ball Z movie to ever be released. The amount of detail they added into it, including the tans on both Goku and Yamcha, because they're living up in the deserts and forests, that they have to have some sort of tan. I don't know what's up with the GT attire, but yeah, an insane amount of detail in that movie, and it was made in '96, so they're using the same people that made the animation in Path to Power for to make the animation in Dragon Ball Z Battle of Gods, so we can obviously expect some sort of insane animation from this. Yeah, so good animation, Akira Toriyama, and an awesome enemy that is just miles ahead of what I expected to be in terms of strength. I actually expected him to be a little bit weaker than a Super Saiyan 3. Because I wasn't expecting much from the enemy before I knew what the enemy was. Because I mean, a lot of enemies have come and gone. I don't know how much ideas Akira Toriyama has, but he came up with 2 great, interesting enemies, and yeah, there's a lot of stuff. And everyone, now what I like about this movie, everyone seems involved. I mean, Krillin is taking a part of the script, and I think he's gonna fight. I mean, Krillin. Now, I don't mean to be mean to Krillin, but he's definitely on the more weaker side of Dragon Ball Z, and to make him involved in the fighting, you know that they're putting effort into this movie. When's the last time you've seen him in a movie actually taking part in the fighting instead of leaving it up to order Goku and Vegeta and Gohan and Trunks? So yeah, hopefully we see some, you know, some really cool fusions and some epic ass battle scenes. If you look at trailer 2, it's in Japanese. It's definitely not been removed off YouTube. I'm pretty sure it's still there. You see that Goku and Bills, they're practically hovering above Earth in space, and the way the Earth looks and the blue outline, it's just amazing. I mean, I can't even tell the difference between that and real life. That's just the animation is jaw-dropping, and it's to be expected from an anime this big, an anime this giant. I mean, Dragon Ball Z is huge in terms of its franchise. It is massive. And what else is there to say? I know I haven't outlined everything there is to know, but let's see. If you haven't known already, Pilaf and his friends Mai and Shu are returning in this movie. I don't know if they've awakened Bills, because I know he was in a long slumber. And I'll outline the story for you. So it's just basically Bills awakes from a long slumber, and he hears a story that Frieza has been slaughtered by a Super Saiyan. So, you know, Bills is intrigued because he thinks that, you know, Frieza was the most powerful being in the universe, so he wants to go check it out for himself. And obviously, like, he'd be intrigued to destroy whatever this is, because if he's the god of destruction, then whatever killed Frieza definitely opposed him, which means he wasn't evil. So he couldn't have been evil. I mean, he could have been evil, but he wasn't, obviously, because it's Goku. So maybe, you know, he thinks that whoever this person is who killed Frieza is stopping the rest of the universe from being destroyed, and obviously that makes Bills pissed off because he's the god of destruction. He wants destruction to happen. So, you know, Bills goes on search, looking for him. Goku meets him on King Kai's planet. Goku says, "Hey, do you want to fight with me for a bit?" And then, you know, King Kai goes on his rant saying he's a very powerful being. You know, don't fight him. He's a god. Why would you do that? You're a fool. But we all know that Goku comes out in the end. So King Kai shouldn't even really begin to say that, even though, despite how strong this enemy would be. And yeah, that's basically it, and they take the battle from there. I know the battle will take place in numerous locations. Space is going to take place in space, Earth, King Kai's planet and maybe the Kaioshin's planet. I think so. Maybe some other places as well. I don't know. They might even introduce some other places. I really hope Akira Toriyama puts what the enemies can do, as in terms like of Ki Blast and like some actual really interesting moves, because I want to see that. Because the most interesting recent move we've seen is the Dragon Fist, and that is such an awesome move. But after that, we haven't really seen anything that interesting. It's just really been enemies throwing massive red or yellow death balls. I really want to see something interesting from Bills, because he's a god. I mean, I don't know what he has at his arsenal, but I know he's going to be such an awesome enemy. And it's a bit weird to think about it, because when Goku was a kid, I mean, he was trained by gods, and even as a young adult, he was trained by gods, and he's come such a long way. So who would think that a god would even be able to harm him? You're going to have to be, something more above of that. And the new enemy, Whis, he does look like a Kaioshin, so I don't know if he's a Kai or whatever, or like what his role in the movie, but they released a very minimal amount of they've released only a little bit of information. They released 3 trailers. The third trailer was practically the same one as the first one, a little bit more content and in actual 720p and 1080p this time. So hopefully, they share with us a lot of more information. And the theme song is Head-Chala, something like that. Sorry, it's pretty late here and I'm really tired. I know the theme song. I love the theme song. I have it on my phone, but I just can't remember the theme song right now. But I'm pretty sure you know what theme song I'm talking about. I'll leave a link in the description below. And I'm pretty sure I've outlined everything there is to outline. This has been pushing like 16.5 minutes right now, and I'm sorry for that. It's just I wanted to explain, everything, or almost everything there is in this movie, because it is Dragon Ball Z and it is Akira Toriyama. So the movie airs 30th March, Japan. And at the end of the trailer, for trailer 3, I think it was in trailer 2 as well, it actually says super wide release. And now super wide release, the text is actually in English. So a super wide release, it can't just be in Japan. It's going to be all around the world. Dragon Ball Z was aired in 40 to 45 countries, so at least it has to be aired in some other country other than Japan. And it had a massive influence on Australia and especially America, so it has to be aired in America or Australia. Dubbed or subbed, I don't really care. I wouldn't mind it being subbed, because Bills sounds so awesome in Japanese. I'm not very interested in the other Japanese voices, because Goku's and Goten's and Trunks' voice, they're really squeaky. I like King Kai's voice. I'm sorry if this makes a lot of you angry, but I grew up with the Funimation dub, and I've been watching the Funimation dub ever since I was like 4 or 5. So, I can't just hop into the Japanese dub and be all happy about it. But Bills does sound awesome. I don't really care if it's dubbed or sub. Like I said, it's Akira Toriyama, and it's a new Dragon Ball Z movie, and it's canon. So everyone, this was the Gaming Saiyan 97. Make sure to subscribe, leave a like, comment down below what you want me to do in the future, because like I said in my previous uploads, this is a channel for gaming and for Dragon Ball Z. So yeah, have a great night. Thanks for watching.